Megacast TV, your channel of choice. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Hello, it's only me. Firstly, I must apologise for being practically naked. I have got some Jama bottoms on, I promise, but it's absolutely sweltering here in the UK today, and I mean baking hot. It's like 30 degrees, and it's just ridiculously warm. So I've opted to wear no t-shirt. Not for any other reason. And you can't really see anything anyway, can you? Today I wanted to talk all about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, as it is more commonly known. The reasons why will become clear. But I wanted to give you some Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory facts. And there are about 25 of them, so please don't get bored. Okay, so the chocolate river was actually made of real chocolate, water, and cream. It spoiled fairly quickly and left a terrible smell. Wilder said he would make the film under one condition. He wanted to do a somersault in the scene where he first meets the children. When asked why, the actor said that having Willy Wonka start out limping and end up somersaulting would set the tone for the character. He wanted to portray him as someone whose actions were completely unpredictable. His request was granted. Now, the Wonkatania boat was on a track in the Chocolate River, but the actor playing the Oompa Loompa at the helm thought he was really steering it. So for the sake of believability, director Mel Stewart didn't tell him the truth. How mad is that? The actor who played Grandpa George was Ernst Zielger. He was blinded from poison gas in World War One, so he was instructed to look for a red light to guide him when his character was meant to be looking in a certain direction. Julie Dawn Cole, who played Veruca Salt, smashed a watermelon-sized chocolate egg on a rock in the chocolate room that she didn't know was real. I'm laughing. She badly cut her left knee falling onto it, and if you watch carefully in her first scene with the egg, you can see that her left stocking is bloody. She still has a scar on her knee from the injury. Sorry, I'm laughing. Denise Nickerson, who played Violet Beauregard, didn't want to do the nose-picking bit because she had a crush on Peter Ostrom. He played Charlie Bucket, and didn't want to embarrass herself. During the boat ride scene, Wilder's acting was so convincing that it frightened some of the actors, including Nickerson. Apparently, they thought that Wilder really was going mad from being in the tunnel. That's one of my favourite scenes of the movie. The movie was shot pretty much in Munich in Germany. The producers had to go outside of Germany to recruit enough little people to play the Oompa Loompas. Many of the people cast as Oompa Loompas, German or otherwise, did not speak English fluently, if at all. This is why some appear not to know the words to songs during the musical numbers. Sammy Davis Jr. wanted to play Bill, the candy store owner, but Stewart didn't like the idea because he felt the presence of a big star in the candy store scene would break the reality. Nevertheless, the candy store song, The Candyman, became a staple of Davis's stage show for many years. In the Candyman scene in the candy store, shortly after Bill dispenses the sodas from the soda fountain, he flips open a pass-through on the counter and hits a little girl under the chin, knocking her head back. Did you see it? Did you spot it? The foam used to spurt out the Wonka wash scene was made from basic fire extinguishers, but the foam was so potently skin irritant. So after shooting the scene, the actors were left in considerable discomfort when their skin puffed up and reportedly required several days to receive medical treatment and recovery. The song Wonka sings on the boat ride, There's No Earthly Way of Knowing, are the only lyrics taken directly from Roald Dahl's book. All of the songs were written specifically for the film. Peter Ostrom, the actor who plays Charlie Bucket, made no other films. He became a veterinarian. Julie Dawn Cole is the only one from the Wonka kids who is still acting. My TV father's line, not till you're 12, son, took over 40 takes. No one knows why. We don't know why. We don't ask. The picture held up by the Paraguayan newscaster announcing the finder of the last golden ticket is of Nazi henchman Martin Bormann. What's that all about? I don't know. This next one, I was doubtful whether I should read it out or not because a lot of the words are German. You'll see why. So if I mispronounce some of these German words, please do forgive me. But before entering the inventing room, Willy Wonka gives an introductory speech in German with an accent, but otherwise phonetically and grammatically correct. It goes. Please forgive me for this. Meine Herrschaften, schenken Sie mir Aufmerksamkeit. Sie kommen jetzt in den interessantesten und gleichzeitig geheimsten Raum meiner Fabrik, meine Damen und Herren, der Inventing Room. He probably does a much better job than I did. He even pronounces the German R correctly and says inventing room with a proper German accent. Here's what it actually says. The speech translates. Ladies and gentlemen, give me your attention. You now come into the most interesting room of my factory, the most secret room at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, the inventing room. The film was originally financed by the Quaker Oats Company. They wanted tie the film to a new candy bar they were going to release. So the movie was renamed from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and this is what I said earlier, to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, in order to promote his candy tie-in. When the film was released, the company began marketing its Wonka chocolate bars, but now, unfortunately, an error in the chocolate formula caused the bars to melt too easily, even while on the shelf, so they were taken off the market. Nestle now owns the Wonka Candy Company. Most of the chocolate bars in the film were actually made of wood. Useless random fact here. All 6 members of Monty Python, Graham Chapman, John Cleese, Eric Idle, Terry Gilliam, Terry Jones, and Michael Palin expressed interest in playing the lead role, but they were deemed not big enough names for an international audience. How rude. The Boeing 707 shown in the film having Wonka bars unloaded named Jet Clipper Climax was destroyed in a crash in Bali, Indonesia in 1974 with 107 lives lost. That's sad, isn't it? Director Mel Stewart initially wanted to reveal that Willy Wonka had strategically placed the golden tickets in order to give the factory to Charlie. The idea was dropped, but the hint remained in the fact that Mr. Wilkinson, aka Slugworth, conveniently showed up every time a ticket was uncovered. When Peter Ostrom was offered the part, there was no script, so the studio simply sent him the book. Several days after filming, the blue makeup Denise Nickerson's face started resurfacing from the pores while she was in maths class. In Wonka's office at the end of the movie, Charlie's stunned reaction to the candy maker yelling at him is real. Ostrom was not told beforehand that Willy would be yelling at Charlie. Stewart felt that doing it in that way would allow for a better, more real reaction from Charlie. Wilder said that he wanted more than anything to warn Peter about the yelling beforehand because they'd become such good friends during the production, and he wanted Ostrom to be assured that he was only acting, but Stewart forbade it. So all the facts about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now, the whole reason of this video is because I have been into town today, okay? And we have a new candy store, an American candy store in the Alhambra Centre in Barnsley Town Centre. I'm going to show you some pictures now. There we go. Did you enjoy those? They're cool, aren't they? It's called Candy Fix, and they actually sell. I don't know how this is going to look on the video. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it, but they actually sell Wonka bars. Okay, so I've been to pick one up today. Now, the exciting thing about these Wonka bars is that every bar on the store has a golden ticket inside it. And it actually says on the back, 5 lucky winners will find a golden ticket inside. Good luck. Can you see that? The golden ticket inside the chocolate bar. And what you do is, you take this golden ticket back to the store in the Alhambra Centre, and they exchange it for a free prize from the store. I think it's an absolutely fantastic idea. Someone was asking me earlier what the chocolate tasted like. Now, as I've already discussed, the Wonka brand, or the Wonka candy brand, is now owned by Nestle. It's just plain chocolate. It tasted a bit dark when I first put it in, like dark chocolate. And then there's hints of milk coming through. It says it's suitable for vegetarians. So get yourself off to Candy Fix. Get yourself a Wonka bar. They are £2.50 each. They are 2 for £4 or 3 for £5. I spoke to the store holder today, and he said he sold out of Wonka bars yesterday. He just can't keep up with demand. He had some more, luckily, when I went to get some today. So there we go. Can I just say that Candy Fix are not endorsing or sponsoring this video. I just thought I had to share and tell people that it was there. Anyway, I'm going now. Bye.
Megacast TV, your channel of choice. Please like, share, and subscribe.